Today, I want to show you how I converted my little van into my epic creative studio. What is up, everybody, and welcome to my van studio. Because we moved to England and because the whole coronavirus thing happened, I had some extra time on my hand, and obviously we can't use the van to drive anywhere and explore. I decided to turn it into my little creative studio, which has been a lot of fun. So I cleaned up, just took everything out, put in all my work stuff here. When we renovated the van, I set up some hangers so I can, put my clothing in here. I have some nice plants, some nice photos from my sister that we got in Sweden before we left. So the way I get power in here is that I have solar panels that helps support the system, but obviously that is not enough to run all this heavy stuff for a long time. So I have the Swedish plugs that I mounted there when we renovated the van, which is good, so all my Swedish equipment can still be plugged in there through an inverter, which is on the other side, just because we wanted to look pretty in here, so we didn't want the inverter to be in here, so that goes through the wall. And then I have a converter, so it converts from Swedish output to a UK input, and that way I have an extension cord plugged in, so I can have all my UK stuff plugged in now, and then the cable from the van goes out and into the house, and that's how I get all this powered up. This van also has a built-in heating system, which is great, but it's broken now, so I have a small little radiator that I bought for 20 pounds that just I boost up for like half an hour in the morning just to get the temperature up, and then after that the temperature stays pretty much the same throughout the van. So in the day now it's really warm. It's 21, 22 degrees in here without me actually having any heat on, which is great. And obviously I have windows, so I can take that up and down to regulate the light that it comes in. So yeah, I have a fan up in the roof, which makes it very nice as well if I need to get a little more fresh air in here. So yeah, it's a really cool little setup. So the only annoying thing with this setup, I would say, is because the van is a bit small. The light and camera is all there, very good, but I have to walk through that tiny little path, so I had to like get in this way if I want to go to the camera and change some settings. So what I need to get is a remote controller, so I can just click start, stop and start like this. But still, I want to go and check out the exposure, check focus and all those things, which is a bit tricky. So now I have to record, stop, walk through and make sure I don't touch anything, so it changes the frame or the balance of the light, whatever, and then make sure everything's good and then sneak back. So that's the only thing. I wish I could have like half a meter extra width to work with this, but that's the only thing that I really feel is annoying. Everything else is great. Down here I can just quickly grab a little snack or a drink and then put it down there, so it's not close to any of my gear or important like computer, screen, or like electronics. It's just all the snacks and drinks are oh, battery died. Nice. Yeah, so you can see I have to, well, sorry about the quality, but I have to go through here very tiny, make sure I don't touch anything, and then like, and then I can go to the camera and change settings. So yesterday I finished building my own PC, which is very exciting because I haven't had it in a long time, and I've always been traveling and having laptops, which is great, but they're also limited in the amount of power you can get out of them. And now I went all in, took almost like the highest spec of everything, which was very exciting and very expensive. But now I have this super machine which can definitely help me work with all kinds of footage like 4K and slow motion and effects and coloring and all that stuff without any issues, and I can have several programs up, which is super exciting. And it's really great because I get to come out here, have a little bit of my own bubble and my own space, which means I can focus more. There's less distraction, less communicating and talking with my girlfriend or her sister or whatever. So it's just less distractions. It's further away from the fridge, which is always a good thing. Yeah, so it's just really nice to have my own little bubble, which I'm very grateful for, and I'm grateful that my girlfriend and her sister that I live with actually are happy working in the kitchen, because obviously they don't do the same kind of work I do, so they don't need a big ass screen and all that stuff. So yeah, so first I have an LG 4K HDR screen, which is great. That's actually from my work. I am ordering a 32, this is 27 inch. I am ordering a 32 inch for myself soon, but for now I'm using this. I have a, what is it called? I forgot the name of my keyboard. Hold on. So I have the Logitech G213 Prodigy. Definitely not one of the priciest one, definitely not one of the cheapest one. I always liked Logitech. I've had used their brand for several products throughout my life. And I always find it like very affordable, but still good stuff. Obviously there's like high-end crazy good stuff out there. But I always find I get a lot of bang for my buck. So far I'm very happy with the keyboard. It has this extra panel here, which I really like because it supports my hands a lot. It has these like sticky little feet under, which makes it very firm and like it doesn't move even when I push, and like you have to put a lot of effort on it in order for it to move. So that one I'm very happy with. It's like very nice keys. I bought a really cheap one for like £10. This is like £39. The buttons were not, like, got stuck, and it was just not, I literally got workout pain from riding. I was like, this is not a good keyboard. So I invested in a little better one, with this one. I have actually a very cheap mouse that I bought like last year, but it works really well. I really like it. It's very light, very small. It works for me with editing. Maybe not the best if you want to game, but like I find it very comfortable actually. Maybe not the best if you have massive hands, but it was like £5 or something, and it works really great. So I'm very happy with that. And then I got a SteelSeries mouse. What do you call this? Wait, yeah, mouse pad. So this is Logitech Z333. They cost £50. Pretty good speakers, a little bit of bass, like a sub bass down there. Nothing crazy, but definitely like really good quality. I like it. I can still play some electronic music and get the bass going. I like this little thing. I would like it to be a little more like this thing, so it actually grips on, because it moves a lot like this, but you know, it's there, which is good. And you can also plug in your headphones quickly there, which is good. I like this whole little knob. Yeah, so you can get a pretty decent volume actually, and pretty decent bass. So the screen I'm actually going to buy, I'll show you. Whoa, that's a long name. It's like LC32J G50QQUEX. Wow. What? That's an intense name. What else? Spec on the computer. It's a Next H710i case, which is really nice. I like the frost white look of it. Obviously then with the glass you can see all the cool shit in there. Then I have an NVIDIA RTX 2070 OC blah 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 something. It's not the best graphic cards. I think it's like 1 or 2 over, but you know, really good for me, what I need. And then I had the Intel i9 9900K. Wow, so many numbers and letters. Like that's the processor with the big ass CPU fan, obviously. And everything worked really well. It was fun. I built one computer once before in my life, which was like 2014 or 15, I think. So yeah, 5 years now. It's fun. So like, it's kind of like when I was fixing and building the van. It's like manual labor. You have to figure that out, which cable go where, and and make it look nice and everything. And I'm very happy with the result. And you know, everything's very cool looking, but also cool in the temperature. So nothing looks like it's overheating. So all the fans are working properly, which is great. And yeah, I'm just really excited about this. It's like this is so important as a creator to have good tools. I don't think you need all the best shit to start. Definitely not. I mean, I started with all kinds of crap, but once you get to a certain level of, you know, being a professional or at least creating a lot of videos and creating high-end stuff, and you know what you need, then it's just a really nice thing to have good stuff that makes you just work faster, because that way you enjoy your work more. So I enjoy working when the program doesn't crash every 5 seconds, you know, or it's lagging because it can't handle all the files quick enough. So all those things really makes a difference. So for me, that's just super nice. So it's really nice to be here out in van, because we obviously put a lot of work and effort into it. It's still nice to enjoy it, even though we're not taking her out yet. But hopefully when the lockdowns is over, we can I can just put this into our future house, because we're moving soon, which is going to be very exciting as well. And then we can just have the van for adventures, which is cool. But yeah, for now it's actually really fun to be in my little bubble here with the van. And the reason I built such a like high-end computer is like, one, I wanted to be, you know, really powerful for a long time, so it's like long-term investment, but also like I want to be able to edit 4K videos without any trouble and put all the effects and all kinds of stuff on there that obviously it's going to put a lot of stress on all different parts of the computer. Also, I have 64 gig of RAM, Corsair RGB light RAMs, 2 32 gigs one, so I still have 2 slots if I want to upgrade that, but don't think I need that. I had an Asus Z390E gaming motherboard for those who are interested. It's definitely a powerhouse, which is really fun now, so I can do more creative work, like this video, for example. Because of coronavirus and the lockdown, obviously I have more time on my hand. I had to go down to work just 3 days a week. So I'm still grateful that I have a job, but obviously I have 2 more days where I can work and do stuff, which is exciting, because I can then focus more on doing this stuff, because I've been really good at filming and documenting my life, but really shit at editing and actually sharing it with you guys. So if you're like, hey, why I didn't, you know, I just found your channel, or I just follow you a little bit and I didn't know you have a van, all that stuff, it's because I haven't been good at actually making those videos about van life. But it will come. I'm tracing back to like finding content that I haven't shared and want to like kind of do a little throwback session with all my vlogs. And I'm now in April of 2016. Obviously I'm not vlogging every day and it's not interesting stuff to share, but some it is. Like when I went to Greece to help with the Syria crisis with UNHCR. That was very exciting and interesting, of course, and intense to see. But that's something I always wanted to share, and I never had time to actually sit down and edit my own stuff. So now it's really exciting that I get the chance to share that with you guys. So hopefully, if you stick around on the channel, you can see more videos of adventures that I've actually done in the past. So if you see those videos, don't think I'm out traveling now. That's obviously in the past. So this is my van conversion studio setup. Hope you like this video. Hope you got some inspiration for what you can do with your van, or if you want to start van life, or if you just want to turn a small little room into studio, whatever it is. I hope you could get some ideas from this, and yeah, just like see what actually I'm working with on a daily basis. Before that, I had a HP Spectre X360 17-inch laptop. It was okay, but you know, obviously not as like a beast like this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Stick around on the channel, please subscribe. Just lightly tap that little subscribe button if you into me and what I'm doing and want to see more adventure and travels and maybe reviews of camera stuff. But really, like now, it's going to be a lot of my past travels and cool shit I've done, and inspire you to find new interesting places that you might not have heard of, or cool adventures and trips you can do once the lockdown is over and we're free to enjoy this wonderful planet again. Stay safe, everybody. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Boy, on the town all night.